Today I would like you to tell about one common C pitfall, or I could even say pitfall in C programming. I see it several times in my commercial projects, and I must admit that many even experienced guys doesn't understand this thing. So listen to two rules. Defines must be used only in one pair of CH file. What does it mean? Please look at this program, okay, example program. We have two includes Wi-Fi.h and BLE Bluetooth.h. So if you just for example would like to use some low power feature in your project, don't do like that. If you make define here, for example, low power, and you would like to enable some functionality here, if def, so do it only in this file, never do it in another files. Let me and if okay, let's have some print here, for example Wi-Fi low power. That is pretty straightforward. So if you make define in Wi-Fi.h, you should never use it in BLE.h or BLE.c. Okay, usually in real projects we have many includes in main.c in every component, but it doesn't mean that you have to use define throughout the projects. So it is a main rule. Once again, if you have defined in Wi-Fi.h low power, you should use it in Wi-Fi.h and Wi-Fi.c. Never use it in other files. So let's see what we would have in this case. If def and if, let's have something like BLE low power. Okay, let's compile it and see what we should have. Okay, BLE, just BLE and Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi low power. So usually guys who doesn't know about this rule expects from the code that it will print and do some actions everywhere where low power if is defined, but that is not true. Okay, so but from the other hand, there are situations where we have to enable some feature, for example low power, in our case throughout the code. So in this case we should never make the declaration of define in some header. Never do like that. Instead you should use your make file, okay, and do the next thing: minus d name of your define without really define. So let's cut it. Minus d low power, and from the moment of compilation, low power will be defined in every file in the project. So it is the most reliable way to enable some feature throughout the project. Let's check it out. Make, run. Okay, everything works. Guys, it's really important thing, and I expect that you understand everything correctly. Once again, if you have some defined for Wi-Fi, for example, you should use some modern version of Wi-Fi, you should use define in wi-fi.h, for example, and do some logic. If def Wi-Fi version 4, I don't know, then do something. If no, another thing. It's okay. But if you want to make some flexibility around the project, you have to use makefile. Makefile defines. It's very important to make your code reliable and bugs free. For now, that's all. Please leave your comments below. I will try to answer them.